There's a photograph of a man in here. Look at that. Does that look like a coffin? A child's coffin, maybe. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Grave Visitations here. So today I am here in Laeken Cemetery in Brussels, Belgium, and I will be doing a walk around up above here in the cemetery in another video, but for today we are going down to the crypt. So there's some beautiful funerary monuments in the crypt here, and this crypt is absolutely huge. So if I get lost in here and can't find my way out, I'll be in trouble. But look at this first one, just here as you enter. This is the Pierre Louis Berthier. And you can see a woman there with her bunch of grapes and fruit. Sadly, the heads are missing off these statues. Whether they were vandalized, I don't know. And we can see the bust on top there of the man. So I don't really know too much about the crypt area here, to be honest with you, but we'll have a walk around, and I will put it over the video, any information that I do find. Now there are beautiful porcelain photographs here, and I love looking at the photographs of the people, so you get a better idea of them. Just like this one here. Laeken Canvet. And you can see the gentleman here in question. Nice suit on. So there is doors, look at this one, into a crypt. And we have Jesus Christ here, the crucifixion scene. And it's the Vaxelaire family. And forgive me if I pronounce these names wrong, because I'm not great with stuff like that. But let's just see. I wonder, is the door opened? Oh, it's open, guys. It's opened in here. Wow. Very dark. Francois Vaxelaire, 1840 to 1920. So there's people buried inside here. So what I'm going to do is get the torch or the flashlight and have a better look. Right guys, so I got organised and I have the torch, so we can read these a bit better. And just here we have Baron Raymond Vaxelaire, 1871 to 1947. And here we have George, 1873 to 1942. A George here, 1922 to 1947. But if you look just up there, those are actually areas up there, shelving for coffins. But there is no coffins in these ones that I can see anyway. These are empty. And there's also another one just up above there that's empty as well, but very, very interesting. The old crypt here in Laeken Cemetery. So let's close this door behind us, and the door was opened, if anybody was wondering. I didn't force my way in there. So you can see the skylights up above. That is the cemetery up there. And as I was saying, I will be doing a video there. So there's more crypts, family crypts here. We have the Vander Burke, and we see the family crest there with the lines. Very, very nice. And they have numbers on them, 437. So I'd imagine that these family members are in a book, you know, all the information, who's buried there and stuff. This is another one. So all the tombs and crypts here are numbered on the ceiling as well. So I think this one is locked. You can't look in there. So all the way around you have these plaques in the walls. These are actually, they're not real flowers. They're like porcelain or something like that. So I'm looking for some old photographs on these. And here we have Jacques Theodore Gahn, Rabé, 1828 to 1883. Nice old photograph. And some of the photographs have, as you can see, faded away. You can see the lady in the picture. So down here there is a smell down here, and no, it's not a smell of death. It's a smell of must. So because the place is so old, and they have renovated down here, I believe, it was much worse than this. You know, there was probably like mold and stuff like that, but you can kind of still smell that dampness and that moldy kind of smell, but not that much. And the echo down here when I'm speaking is crazy as well. So this is Francis Charles, 1843 to 1864. And this is Charles, 1845 to 1850. And we can see the bust there of a little boy. This is another family crypt. This one says here, the Jos van der Rest family crypt. And that's completely closed up there. So I'm just going to wander around, see what else we can see. Very, very interesting place. So I just arrived here today in Belgium, and there are some very, very interesting other places I will be going to see as well while we're here. The Laeken family. Beautiful picture of the woman in it there. Look at this one. We have a guy on it here, 1860 to 1927. And he looks like a soldier in that picture. Maybe the Belgian soldier. And on this side we have a woman, whether that's his wife, I'm not quite sure. Dame Marie Ernestine Guy, Paris, it says April 1853, and died I think in Brussels maybe in 1882. So it's much cooler down here in the crypt area. I think it's in the high 20s today. Something like 25 degrees Celsius, so very, very hot in the cemetery up above there. So I'm just wondering, is this, I thought it was a mausoleum actually. Emile Boxdale, 1838 to 1920. There's another room here, and the door is opened, and I don't know what's going on in here, guys. Wow, there's photographs in here of people. There's a crucifix, Jesus, and there's a photograph of a man in here. Look at that. That's probably belonged to a grave. Is that a coffin? Is that a coffin? Does that look like a coffin? A child's coffin, maybe. Wow, so this place is just, see these grave monuments here, urns and stuff. Whoa. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I think it used to be a crypt, but they've turned it into like a storeroom, so nobody's vacating that crypt, no family members. So I wonder if somebody was looking for somewhere to be interred, would number 2 be available? Interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments. If that was available, would you purchase this? Would you say to the cemetery staff, one of your crypts is empty there as a store? Wow, they just keep getting better, these photos. Look at this young girl here. Alice, 1900. She was born and she passed away in 1911. So Alice was only 11 years old when she died. How sad. And there's Alice in a beautiful white dress. And this must be her parents here. Madame Alfred Matteo, I think, 1877 to 1933. Look at that. Elegant looking lady. And down here we have Monsieur Alfred, 1871 to 1946. Wow, look at that. So rest in peace to that family. And also the little girl. Here we have Antoinette, and she was born in 1853 and died in 1931. that picture with her beautiful garments on. Right guys, I'm going to head back down this way and see what else we can find. Here we have Mr. Francis Nicholas Pirard, who was born in 1860 and died in 1918. Look at that moustache. I think they call that the handlebar moustache. We have the hands joining together. It's extremely quiet down here. And I suppose a number of you are probably asking and shouting at the video thinking, what's it like there? Is it creepy? It's actually not creepy. It's actually very, very peaceful down here, to be honest with you. Very, very peaceful. So here we have Willem Wenmakers, 1881 to 1927, and we have a Dame Louise, and she died in 1949. Look at that photograph of the two. Now I don't know, but it looks like to me he was on a ship or something like that, and she could almost pass as somebody who boarded the Titanic, couldn't she? So if you're enjoying these videos and what I'm doing here in Laeken Cemetery in Brussels, Belgium, give that video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and come with me on my journeys through these remarkable places and cemeteries. Marie Constance Fontenelle, 1833 to 1901. Now that is a haunting looking picture, isn't it? Look at that. So here we can see as well you see these just here, they're for hanging bouquets of flowers. So the family can leave the flowers just there. Now they are numbered as well, like number 11 here. So these could be notable people that's interred. So I will have to look these up, and if I can find any information. Another big crypt. Family burial area there. Afghan, the poor. And there's a lot of names on the door. We have a George, 1855 to 1910. A Henry Joseph, 1856 to 1901. So lots of names in there, in the crypt area. And of course they are locked up. A few of them are locked, so we can't actually have a look in there. But for the ones we can look in, they're quite interesting. And this looks like a kneeler here, I think they're called, are they, for family members to come and pray, and they can sit down here. They do have names on them. Dame Eliza Josephine. So there's a number of different names there. Look at this guy. Wow. 1886 to 1926. And look at him in his bow tie. Just love those photographs. Super photos. Here we have a Mr. Jean Floor-Ackers, 1843 to 1918, and his wife, would say Marie, 1843 to 1918. Look at that. Just look at the beard. The old style, huh? Look at these beautiful glass flower holders here. How cool do they look? Wow, look at this. Mr. Emile Delva, Councillor Communal, Laeken. If anybody understands what that means, let me know in the comments section below. It would be a big help to me because my French is not very good. But what we do have here is a really interesting photograph of the man here interred. Look at that, he has a sword by his side. So when you're down here in the crypt area, there's people overhead and there's people speaking and stuff, and sometimes when you're down here and the echo is so loud, you actually think that you're hearing things down here, voices and stuff. But I do get a lot of voices on my videos, as my viewers do know. So if anybody hears any strange voices in this crypt, do let me know. See, I just heard something again, but I can't say, it's a spirit thing or something, because it could be somebody in the cemetery. But I do keep hearing a voice every now and again. It's a little boy's one here. 1922 to 1928. So this little boy was only 6 years old when he passed away. Look at that. So rest in peace. These are empty. Nothing in there.